الله الرحمن الرحيم طاسيم.
In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Tasin Meme.
تلك آيات الكتاب المبين.
These are verses of the clear book.
نتلو عليك من نبأ موسى وفرعون بالحق لقوم يؤمنون.
We recite to you a part of the story of Musa and Pharaoh with truth for a people who believe.
إن فرعون علا في الأرض وجعل أهلها شيعا يستضعف طائفة منهم يذبح أبناءهم ويستحيي نساءهم إنه كان من المفسدين.
Indeed, Pharaoh had become high-handed in the land, and had divided its people into different groups. He used to persecute a group of them, slaughtering their sons and keeping their women alive. Indeed, he was one of the mischief makers.
ونريد أن نمن على الذين استضعفوا في الأرض ونجعلهم أئمة ونجعلهم الوارثين.
While we intended to favor those who were held as weak in the land, and to make them leaders and make them inheritors.
ونمكن لهم في الأرض ونري فرعون وهامان وجنودهما منهم ما كانوا يحذرون.
And give them power in the land, and to show Pharaoh, Haman and their armies the very thing they were fearing from them.
وأوحينا إلى أم موسى أن أرضعيه فإذا خفت عليه فألقيه في اليم ولا تخافي ولا تحزني إنا رادوه إليك وجاعلوه من المرسلين.
We inspired the mother of Musa saying, Suckle him, Musa. Then once you fear about him, cast him in the river, and do not fear, and do not grieve. Surely we are going to bring him back to you and appoint him one of our messengers.
فالتقطه آل فرعون ليكون لهم عدوا وحزنا إن فرعون وهامان وجنودهما كانوا خاطئين.
So the family of Pharaoh picked him up, so that he becomes for them an enemy and a cause of grief. Indeed, Pharaoh, Haman and their armies were mistaken.
وقالت امرأة فرعون قرة عين لي ولك لا تقتلوه عسى أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا وهم لا يشعرون.
And the wife of Pharaoh said to Pharaoh about Musa, He may be a delight of eye for me and you. Do not kill him. It is hoped that he will be of benefit to us, or we will adopt him as his son. And they were not aware of what was going to happen.
وأصبح فؤاد أم موسى فارغا إن كادت لتبدي به لولا أن ربطنا على قلبها لتكون من المؤمنين.
And the heart of the mother of Musa became restless. Indeed, she was about to disclose this, the real facts about Musa, had we not strengthened her heart to remain among those who have firm belief in Allah's promise.
وقالت لأخته قصيه فبصرت به عن جنب وهم لا يشعرون.
She said to his sister, Keep track of him. So she watched him from a distance, while they were not aware.
وحرمنا عليه المراضع من قبل فقالت هل أدلكم على أهل بيت يكفلونه لكم وهم له ناصحون.
And we had already barred him, Musa, from accepting any suckling women. So she, his sister, said to Pharaoh's people, Shall I point out to you a family who will nurse him for you, and they will be his well-wishers?
فرددناه إلى أمه كي تقر عينها ولا تحزن ولتعلم أن وعد الله حق ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
Thus we brought him back to his mother, so that her eye might have comfort and she might not grieve, and so that she might know that Allah promise is true, but most of them do not know.
ولما بلغ أشده واستوى آتيناه حكما وعلما وكذلك نجزي المحسنين.
And when he reached his maturity and became perfect, we gave him wisdom and knowledge. This is how we reward those who are good in their deeds.
ودخل المدينة على حين غفلة من أهلها فوجد فيها رجلين يقتتلان هذا من شيعته وهذا من عدوه فاستغاثه الذي من شيعته على الذي من عدوه فوكزه موسى فقضى عليه قال هذا من عمل الشيطان إنه عدو مضل مبين.
Once he entered the city at a time when its people were heedless, so he found in it two men fighting each other, this one was from his own group, and that one from his enemies. So the one from his own group called him for help against the one who was from his enemies. So Musa gave him a blow with his fist and finished him off. Then, he, Musa, said, out of remorse, this is some of Satan's act. He is indeed a clear enemy who misleads people.
قال رب إني ظلمت نفسي فاغفر لي فغفر له إنه هو الغفور الرحيم.
He said, O my Lord, I have wronged myself, so forgive me. So he forgave him. Indeed he is the most forgiving, very merciful.
قال رب بما أنعمت علي فلن أكون ظهيرا للمجرمين.
He, Musa, said, O my Lord, as you have favored me, I will never be a supporter of the sinners.
فأصبح في المدينة خائفا يترقب فإذا الذي استنصره بالأمس يستصرخه قال له موسى إنك لغوي مبين.
Then next morning he was fearful in the city, waiting for what comes next, when the man who sought his help the day before shouted to him for help again. Musa said to him, You are surely a clear troublemaker.
فلما أن أراد أن يبطش بالذي هو عدو لهما قال يا موسى أتريد أن تقتلني كما قتلت نفسا بالأمس إن تريد إلا أن تكون جبارا في الأرض وما تريد أن تكون من المصلحين.
Thereafter when he intended to grasp at the one who was an enemy to both of them, he, for example, the Israelite, said, O Musa, do you want to kill me as you have killed a person yesterday? Your intention is only to become a tyrant in the land, and you do not intend to be one of the peacemakers.
وجاء رجل من أقصى المدينة يسعى قال يا موسى إن الملأ يأتمرون بك ليقتلوك فاخرج إني لك من الناصحين.
And there came a man running from the farthest part of the city. He said, The chiefs are counseling each other about you, so that they kill you. So, leave the city. I am one of your well-wishers.
فخرج منها خائفا يترقب قال رب نجني من القوم الظالمين.
So, he went out of it, the city, looking around in a state of fear. He said, O my Lord, save me from the cruel people.
ولما توجه تلقاء مدين قال عسى ربي أن يهديني سواء السبيل.
When he set out towards Madian, he said, I hope my Lord will guide me to the straight path.
ولما ورد ماء مدين وجد عليه أمة من الناس يسقون ووجد من دونهم امرأتين تذودان قال ما خطبكما قالتا لا نسقي حتى يصدر الرعاء وأبونا شيخ كبير.
And when he arrived at the waters of Madian, he found a large number of people watering their animals, and found, aloof from them, 2 women keeping their animals back. He said, "What is the matter with you?" They said, "We cannot water our animals until these shepherds take their animals back after watering them, and our father is very old man."
فسقى لهما ثم تولى إلى الظل فقال رب إني لما أنزلت إلي من خير فقير.
So he, Musa, watered their animals for them. Then he turned to a shade and said, "My Lord, I am in need of whatever good you sent down to me."
فجاءته إحداهما تمشي على استحياء قالت إن أبي يدعوك ليجزيك أجر ما سقيت لنا. فلما جاءه وقص عليه القصص قال لا تخف نجوت من القوم الظالمين.
Then one of the 2 women came to him, walking bashfully. She said, "My father is calling you, so that he may give you a reward for watering our animals." So when he, Musa, came to him, the father of the women, and narrated to him the whole story, the latter said, "Do not fear, you have escaped from the wrongdoing people."
قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجره إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين.
One of the 2 women said, "Dear father, hire him. The best man you can hire is someone who is strong, trustworthy."
قال إني أريد أن أنكحك إحدى ابنتي هاتين على أن تأجرني 8 حجاج فإن أتممت 10 فمن عندك وما أريد أن أشق عليك ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين.
He, the father, said to Musa, "I wish to marry to you one of these 2 daughters of mine on condition that you act as my employee for 8 years. Then if you complete 10 years, it will be of your own accord. And I do not want to put you in any trouble. You will find me, inshallah, God willing, one of the righteous."
قال ذلك بيني وبينك أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي والله على ما نقول وكيل.
He, Musa, said, "This is done between me and you. Whichever of the 2 terms I fulfill, there should be no excess against me, and Allah is witness to what we are saying."
فلما قضى موسى الأجل وسار بأهله آنس من جانب الطور نارا قال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بخبر أو جذوة من النار لعلكم تصطلون.
So, when Musa completed the term and set forth with his wife, he noticed a fire from the direction of the mount. He said to his wife, "Stay here, I have noticed a fire. Maybe I bring to you some information or an ember from the fire, so that you may warm yourself."
فلما أتاها نودي من شاطئ الوادي الأيمن في البقعة المباركة من الشجرة أن يا موسى إني أنا الله رب العالمين.
So when he came to it, he was called by a voice coming from a side of the right valley in the blessed ground, from the tree, saying, "O Musa, I am Allah, the Lord of the worlds."
وأن ألق عصاك فلما رآها تهتز كأنها جان ولا مدبرا ولم يعقب يا موسى أقبل ولا تخف إنك من الآمنين.
And saying, "Throw down your staff." So when he saw it moving as if it were a snake, he turned back in retreat, and did not look back. Allah said to him, "O Musa, come forward and do not fear. You are one of those in peace."
أسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب فذلك برهانان من ربك إلى فرعون وملئه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين.
Insert your hand into your bosom, and it will come out white without any evil, disease, and press your arm to your side for removing fear. Thus these are two proofs from your Lord, sent to Pharaoh and his chiefs. Indeed they are transgressing people.
قال رب إني قتلت منهم نفسا فأخاف أن يقتلون.
He said, My Lord, I have killed a person from them, therefore I fear that they will kill me.
وأخي هارون هو أفصح مني لسانا فأرسله معي يرد أن يصدقني إني أخاف أن يكذبون.
And my brother Harun is more eloquent than me in speech, so send him with me as a helper to bear me out. I am afraid they will give the lie to me.
قال سنشد عضدك بأخيك ونجعل لكما سلطانا فلا يصلون إليكما بآياتنا أنتما ومن اتبعكما الغالبون.
He, Allah, said, We will strengthen your arm with your brother, and will give both of you such a power that they will have no access to you, to cause any harm, because of our signs. You and your followers will be the victors.
فلما جاءهم موسى بآياتنا بينات قالوا ما هذا إلا سحر مفترى وما سمعنا بهذا في آبائنا الأولين.
So when Musa came to them with our clear signs, they said, This is nothing but a forged magic, and we have never heard of such a thing happening in the days of our forefathers.
وقال موسى ربي أعلم بمن جاء بالهدى من عنده ومن تكون له عاقبة الدار إنه لا يفلح الظالمون.
Musa said, My Lord is best aware of the one who has brought guidance from him and who is going to meet the best end of the abode. It is certain that the wrongdoers will not succeed.
وقال فرعون يا أيها الملأ ما علمت لكم من إله غيري فأوقد لي يا هامان على الطين فاجعل لي صرحا لعلي أطلع إلى إله موسى وإني لأظنه من الكاذبين.
And Pharaoh said to his people, O courtiers, I do not recognize any god for you other than me. So kindle for me, O Haman, a fire on the clay, to bake bricks, and build for me a tower, so that I may look onto the God of Musa. I deem him to be one of the liars.
واستكبر هو وجنوده في الأرض بغير الحق وظنوا أنهم إلينا لا يرجعون.
Thus, he and his hosts showed arrogance in the land with no justification and thought that they would not be returned to us.
فأخذناه وجنوده فنبذناهم في اليم فانظر كيف كان عاقبة الظالمين.
So we seized him and his hosts and threw them into the sea. Look then, how was the fate of the wrongdoers?
وجعلناهم أئمة يدعون إلى النار ويوم القيامة لا ينصرون.
We made them leaders who called people towards hell, and on the day of judgment, they will not be helped.
وأتبعناهم في هذه الدنيا لعنة ويوم القيامة هم من المقبوحين.
And we made a curse to pursue them in this world, and on the day of judgment they will be among those dejected.
ولقد آتينا موسى الكتاب من بعد ما أهلكنا القرون الأولى بصائر للناس وهدى ورحمة لعلهم يتذكرون.
And we gave Musa, after we destroyed the earlier generations, the book having insights for people and a guidance and mercy, so that they may receive the advice.
وما كنت بجانب الغربي إذ قضينا إلى موسى الأمر وما كنت من الشاهدين.
And, O Prophet, you were not there at the western side of the Mount Tur, when we delegated the matter to Musa, nor were you among those present.
ولكننا أنشأنا قرونا فتطاول عليهم العمر وما كنت ثاويا في أهل مدين تتلو عليهم آياتنا ولكننا كنا مرسلين.
But we created generations after him, and a long time passed over them. And you were not dwelling among the people of Madian, reciting our verses to them, but it is we who do send messengers.
وما كنت بجانب الطور إذ نادينا ولكن رحمة من ربك لتنذر قوما ما أتاهم من نذير من قبلك لعلهم يتذكرون.
And you were not at the side of the Mount Tur when we called Musa, but it, your prophethood through which you knew all this, is a mercy from your Lord, so that you warn a people to whom no warner has come before you, that they may receive the advice.
ولولا أن تصيبهم مصيبة بما قدمت أيديهم فيقولوا ربنا لولا أرسلت إلينا رسولا فنتبع آياتك ونكون من المؤمنين.
And we have sent you as a messenger, lest, in case they suffered a calamity because of what their hands sent ahead, they should say, Our Lord, why did you not send a messenger to us, so that we might have followed your verses and been among the believers?
فلما جاءهم الحق من عندنا قالوا لولا أوتي مثل ما أوتي موسى أولم يكفروا بما أوتي موسى من قبل قالوا سحران تظاهرا وقالوا إنا بكل كافرون.
But when the truth came to them from us, they said, Why has he, the messenger, not been given a book similar to what Musa had been given? Is it not that they denied what Musa had been given before? They said, Both Quran and Torah are works of magic that support each other. And they said, We disbelieve each one of them.
قل فأتوا بكتاب من عند الله هو أهدى منهما أتبعه إن كنتم صادقين.
Say, then bring a book from Allah, which is better than both, in guidance, and I shall follow it, if you are true.
فإن لم يستجيبوا لك فاعلم أنما يتبعون أهواءهم ومن أضل ممن اتبع هواه بغير هدى من الله إن الله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين.
So if they do not respond to you, be sure that they are only following their desires. And who is more astray than the one who follows his desire without guidance from Allah? Surely Allah does not take the wrongdoing people onto the right path.
وَلَقَدْ وَصَّلْنَا لَهُمُ الْقَوْلَ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ.
And we have conveyed our word to them one after the other, so that they may receive the advice.
الَّذِينَ آتَيْنَاهُمُ الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ هُمْ بِهِ يُؤْمِنُونَ.
As for those to whom we give the book before this, they believe in it, Quran.
وَإِذَا يُتْلَى عَلَيْهِمْ قَالُوا آمَنَّا بِهِ إِنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّنَا إِنَّا كُنَّا مِنْ قَبْلِهِ مُسْلِمِينَ.
And when this Quran is recited to them, they say, We believe in it. It is the truth from our Lord, and we are the ones who had submitted to it, even before it was revealed.
أولئك يؤتون أجرهم مرتين بما صبروا ويدرؤون بالحسنة السيئة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون.
Such people will be given their reward twice, because they observed patience. And they repel evil with good, and spend from what we have given to them.
وَإِذَا سَمِعُوا اللَّغْوَ أَعْرَضُوا عَنْهُ وَقَالُوا لَنَا أَعْمَالُنَا وَلَكُمْ أَعْمَالُكُمْ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ لَا نَبْتَغِي الْجَاهِلِينَ.
And when they hear absurd talk, they withdraw from it and say, "Our deeds are for us and your deeds are for you. Peace be on you." We do not desire to be entangled with the ignorant people.
إنك لا تهدي من أحببت ولكن الله يهدي من يشاء وهو أعلم بالمهتدين.
You cannot give guidance to whomsoever you wish, but Allah gives guidance to whomsoever He wills, and He best knows the ones who are on the right path.
وقالوا إن نتبع الهدى معك نتخطف من أرضنا أولم نمكن لهم حرما آمنا يجبى إليه ثمرات كل شيء رزقا من لدنا ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون.
They said, "If we follow the guidance with you, O Muhammad, we will be driven out of our land. Is it not that we have established them in the peaceful haram, sanctuary, to which the fruits of everything are drawn as a provision from us?" But most of them do not know.
وكم أهلكنا من قرية بطرت معيشتها فتلك مساكنهم لم تسكن من بعدهم إلا قليلا وكنا نحن الوارثين.
And how many a town have we destroyed that were overproud of their means of living? Now, those are their habitations, which were never inhabited after them except a few, and we alone were the inheritors.
وما كان ربك مهلك القرى حتى يبعث في أمها رسولا يتلو عليهم آياتنا وما كنا مهلك القرى إلا وأهلها ظالمون.
And your Lord is not such as He would destroy the towns unless He had sent to their central place a messenger who recites to them our verses, nor are we such as would destroy the towns unless their people are wrongdoers.
وما أوتيتم من شيء فمتاع الحياة الدنيا وزينتها وما عند الله خير وأبقى أفلا تعقلون.
Moreover, whatever of anything you are given is no more than an enjoyment of the worldly life and its decoration, and that which lies with Allah is much better and far more lasting. So do you not use reason?
أفمن وعدناه وعدا حسنا فهو لاقيه كمن متعناه متاع الحياة الدنيا ثم هو يوم القيامة من المحضرين.
Is then the one to whom we have made a good promise which he is going to meet, like the one whom we have given the benefit of enjoying the worldly life, then on the day of judgment he will be among those arraigned?
ويوم يناديهم فيقول أين شركائي الذين كنتم تزعمون.
Remember, the day when he will call them and say, "Where are my partners you used to claim?"
قال الذين حق عليهم القول ربنا هؤلاء الذين أغويناهم كما غوينا تبرأنا إليك ما كانوا إيانا يعبدون.
Those against whom the word will come true will say, "Our Lord, these are the ones whom we led astray. We led them astray as we ourselves went astray. We negate before you our responsibility, in respect of them. It was not we whom they worshipped."
وقيل ادعوا شركاءكم فدعوهم فلم يستجيبوا لهم ورأوا العذاب لو أنهم كانوا يهتدون.
And it will be said, "Call those whom you held as co-gods." So they will call them, but they will not respond to them, and they will see the punishment. Would that they had taken the right path.
ويوم يناديهم فيقول ماذا أجبتم المرسلين.
Remember, the day when He, Allah, will call them and say, "What response did you give to the messengers?"
فعميت عليهم الأنباء يومئذ فهم لا يتساءلون.
So all events will become too obscure for them to give a correct reply, and they will not be able to consult each other.
فأما من تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا فعسى أن يكون من المفلحين.
As for the one who repents and becomes a believer and acts righteously, hopefully he will be among the successful.
وربك يخلق ما يشاء ويختار ما كان لهم الخيرة سبحان الله وتعالى عما يشركون.
Your Lord creates what he wills and chooses. Choice is not theirs. Pure is Allah, and far higher than their ascribing of partners to him.
وربك يعلم ما تكن صدورهم وما يعلنون.
Your Lord knows what their hearts conceal and what they reveal.
وهو الله لا إله إلا هو له الحمد في الأولى والآخرة وله الحكم وإليه ترجعون.
And he is Allah. There is no God but he. Praise is only for him in the beginning and at the end, and he alone has the right to judge, and to him you are to be returned.
قل أرأيتم إن جعل الله عليكم الليل سرمدا إلى يوم القيامة من إله غير الله يأتيكم بضياء أفلا تسمعون.
Say, tell me, if Allah were to impose the night over you, continuing forever up to the day of judgment, which God, other than Allah, would bring to you light, then, do you not listen?
قل أرأيتم إن جعل الله عليكم النهار سرمدا إلى يوم القيامة من إله غير الله يأتيكم بليل تسكنون فيه أفلا تبصرون.
Say, tell me, if Allah were to impose the day over you, continuing forever up to the day of judgment, which God, other than Allah, would bring to you night in which you may have rest, then, do you not see?
ومن رحمته جعل لكم الليل والنهار لتسكنوا فيه ولتبتغوا من فضله ولعلكم تشكرون.
And it is out of his mercy that he has made day and night for you, so that you may have rest in it, and so that you may search for his grace, and so that you may be grateful.
ويوم يناديهم فيقول أين شركائي الذين كنتم تزعمون.
And, remember, the day when he, Allah, will call them, the disbelievers, and say, where are my partners you used to claim?
ونزعنا من كل أمة شهيدا فقلنا هاتوا برهانكم فعلموا أن الحق لله وضل عنهم ما كانوا يفترون.
And we will draw out a witness from every community, to prove their disbelief, and will say, bring your proof. Then they will know that truth is from Allah, and all that they used to forge shall vanish from them.
إن قارون كان من قوم موسى فبغى عليهم وآتيناه من الكنوز ما إن مفاتحه لتنوء بالعصبة أولي القوة إذ قال له قومه لا تفرح إن الله لا يحب الفرحين.
Indeed, Qarun was from the people of Musa. Then he rebelled against them. And we had given to him such treasures as their keys would weigh too heavy for a strong group of people. Remember, when his people said to him, do not exult. Surely, Allah does not like the exultant.
وابتغ فيما آتاك الله الدار الآخرة ولا تنس نصيبك من الدنيا وأحسن كما أحسن الله إليك ولا تبغ الفساد في الأرض إن الله لا يحب المفسدين.
And seek there betterment of the ultimate abode with what Allah has given to you, and do not neglect your share from this world, and do good as Allah did good to you, and do not seek to make mischief in the land. Surely, Allah does not like the mischief makers.
قال إنما أوتيته على علم عندي أولم يعلم أن الله قد أهلك من قبله من القرون من هو أشد منه قوة وأكثر جمعا ولا يسأل عن ذنوبهم المجرمون.
He said, "This is given to me because of the knowledge I have with me." Did he not know that Allah had destroyed, from the generations before him, those who were stronger than him in power and greater than him in multitude? And the sinners have not to be asked about their sins.
فخرج على قومه في زينته قال الذين يريدون الحياة الدنيا يا ليت لنا مثل ما أوتي قارون إنه لذو حظ عظيم.
Then, once, he came out before his people in his embellishment. Said those who are desirous of the worldly life, would that we had the like of what Qarun has been given. He is a man of great fortune indeed.
وقال الذين أوتوا العلم ويلكم ثواب الله خير لمن آمن وعمل صالحا ولا يلقاها إلا الصابرون.
And said those who were given knowledge, woe to you, Allah's reward is much better for him who believes and acts righteously. But this is given to none but to those who observe restraint.
فخسفنا به وبداره الأرض فما كان له من فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان من المنتصرين.
Then we made him and his home sink into the earth. So there was no group for him who could help him against Allah, nor was he one of those who could defend themselves.
وأصبح الذين تمنوا مكانه بالأمس يقولون ويكأن الله يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء من عباده ويقدر لولا أمن الله علينا لخسف بنا وَيْكَأَنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الْكَافِرُونَ.
And those who wished to be in his position the day before, started saying, "Oh, it seems that Allah extends provision to whom he wills and straightens, for whom he wills. Had Allah not favored us, he would have made us sink, too. Oh, it seems that the infidels do not succeed."
تلك الدار الآخرة نجعلها للذين لا يريدون علوا في الأرض ولا فسادا والعاقبة للمتقين.
As for that ultimate abode, the hereafter, we assign it to those who do not intend haughtiness on earth nor mischief. And their best end is for the God-fearing.
من جاء بالحسنة فله خير منها ومن جاء بالسيئة فلا يجزى الذين عملوا السيئات إلا ما كانوا يعملون.
Whoever brings good deed shall have better than it, and whoever brings evil deed, then those who commit evils shall not be punished except for what they used to do.
إن الذي فرض عليك القرآن لرادك إلى معاد قل ربي أعلم من جاء بالهدى ومن هو في ضلال مبين.
Surely the one who has enjoined the Quran upon you will surely bring you back to a place of return. Say, my Lord best knows the one who has come with guidance and the one who is in manifest error.
وما كنت ترجو أن يلقى إليك الكتاب إلا رحمة من ربك فلا تكونن ظهيرا للكافرين.
You were not expecting that the book would be sent down to you, but it was a mercy from your Lord. So, never be a supporter for the infidels.
ولا يصدنك عن آيات الله بعد إذ أنزلت إليك وادع إلى ربك ولا تكونن من المشركين.
and let them not prevent you from Allah's verses after they are sent down to you, and call people to your Lord, and never become one of those who associate partners with Allah.
ولا تدع مع الله إلها آخر لا إله إلا هو كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه له الحكم وإليه ترجعون.
And do not invoke any other God along with Allah. There is no God but He. Everything is going to perish except His face. He alone has the right to judge, and to Him you are to be returned.